Into the traffic. Okay, let's go. Instead of painting with Borb, we're gonna listen to the third and final synthetic opinion. The author wishes it had taken longer. In a sense, his novel might better have been published as a trilogy or quartet, but not a novel of the usual kind, or at least a shorter and deeper work. This novel has two principal parts. First, we have the account of one man's discovery of the World Wide Web and its development over a long time of history to become an accepted part of life. As we knew it, and as many others would experience, there are hints of other ways that did not materialize, or did. And that could have should have occurred to someone who understood and saw the future more fully than our hero, but it seems clear that this was not the purpose or intent. Okay. Oh, let's just do that. Yeah. In any case, what he accomplished was still quite extraordinary. I can look both ways. Even in our times. But still no match for what is still yet to come. His name, I won't mention it or say it. He too died of a sudden and horrible accident, and I hope you have read the novel by now, so you understand that this was all perfectly natural and understandable. And the death is not a problem for me at this time. The other major section of the book, then, as it should have developed from what went before in the form of letters, and is clearly implied by the ending of the web itself, that you are still there and that you still care. It consists of my attempts to express the essence of the meaning of it itself. It is, of course, impossible to do so completely without flaws. I believe I've made some effort towards completeness. My belief is that we live through each day and have our little adventures in this world, and sometimes not. As an expression of what I call life. You know, there must also be more to universe. Oh god. This text is just vibrating. Because I'm... whatever. I'll do some ambient sound effect. Well, just gonna let this happen. Let the thing pass. So you chase such small fear, think and dream about, and take the temperature of, and seek the humidity over, and things we say are true. Perhaps this is only a tiny fraction of something greater and larger. Oh, God. Yeah. What the bleep do you know? Sure. There's a human conditioning and ignorance of the real situation. Whatever it is, we can and do try to achieve balance in life. We have to if we want to survive and find peace and contentment in doorways to Delphi. My earlier and first attempt at this subject, I had said that I didn't really expect anybody else would read it. This is certainly the reason why I put up with the delays and mistakes and all that, and even continue with it today. I am aware, however, now that I was somewhat premature in my assessment of the novel. After all the reading I have done on and off for over many months of time since it appeared in March 1983, there's a strong desire to know whether or not people are responding to it as they should. Are we in the 90s? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not reading this because it's fascinating. I'm reading it because it's a thing. It's a continuous text that's unprecedented. It's just being generated uniquely, almost uniquely. I have a lot of shit. I need to poop. This themes from different among the novels because the author himself does have certain beliefs that may influence how others will react, and there are things about this story that do not occur often enough and however in popular writing. There have been few reviews or responses already, some favorable, but all too short and none that can truly answer the question. I've never been able much to leave a letter writer or emailer. What? The response of a publisher and the public is in most cases sufficient, so I don't feel I need to add to it. Okay, sure. It's a liar. All I can do is hope that you, my readers, you have readers, you are a liar, and those might tell. Well, look, and as a writer, give whatever feedback and comment you feel you can. Check out my board. Check out my board. Comment. Make articles yourself. Yeah, content creator. Influence the shit out of the world. Okay. Okay. Ran across the street. Scary street. Okay. Yeah. I've been involved with this project for more than 4 years now, since shortly after it first started in earnest. At this point, I'm interested in trying to write a work that wasn't a science fiction fantasy, as it usually categorized. I grew and changed over the period and some of the situations. And I'd always intended the book as being more or less autobiographical. But it is difficult, and therefore confusing business to relate events. That you have never experienced yourself. You might remember that I was an English major in college. I spent some time teaching before I entered publishing. Oh God. I somehow tend to revert into the Walter Cronkite voice when I don't know where this is going. I've written fiction of various kinds, and I've always enjoyed reading it myself and have found great joy in seeing my works printed in hard copy. That was not a double entendre. In the time before, things were printed on a pulpy mass called a paper. I did write for a brief period. Was a member of a group known as a Whirlpool. We used formulas. Even not the kind of writing that leads anywhere or results in money, even if it were successful at the craft. Making the big books. Writing narrative Punnett squares. What do I do now? It took almost a year of writing before the idea began forming itself into the sort of shape it was. When the completed manuscript eventually arrived, I believe, however, as the book shows, through the actions and experiences and dialogue of many principal players, there's nothing in this world that has an influence to some extent by the past, and by what we're able to learn in them. The end.